Another new record? I'm starting to sound like a broken record right now. Greater Toronto area prices hit another new high and we're on pace for $1 million. But the 416 condo market continues to show cracks. Stay tuned to see exactly what's happening on this month's Market Watch. Promise you, it'll be worth it. Good day, Toronto. Welcome to another episode of Prime Properties TV. So glad you could join me here today. Every week on Prime Properties TV, we take a closer look at the Toronto real estate topics and updates that matter the most to you. The numbers for the month of October just came in and the new average price is at a record high again. So what does this mean in the coming months? I'm going to break it all down for you in this month's Market Watch. If you enjoy topics like this, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the Prime Properties channel for some more awesome real estate content just like this. The subscribe button is somewhere on the bottom right hand side of your screen right now. These are the numbers you'll be hearing on the media headlines and all the articles out there. Prices are up 13.7% from last year to a whopping 968,000. Holy smokes, we're getting really close to that 1 million average price point. And when we hit it, mind blown, everybody, I promise you. I don't think we'll get there by the end of this year, but probably spring 2021. And I'm gonna explain that a little bit later in this video, so make sure you stay tuned to the end. Now, the numbers you'll be seeing are sales are also up 25.1% from last year to about 10,500. That is holy smokes, okay? Let me explain to you the importance of this 10,000 number. Yes, it's up 25% from last year, but the important thing is right here. Never ever have we ever hit 10,000 transactions in any fall months ever in Toronto real estate history. This means we have a record for the most amount of transactions ever in the fall market during a pandemic. This is completely uncharted territory we're in. This is how hot the market is. Then you mix that and couple that in with the months of inventory staying super low to exactly the same as last month, about 1.639, and this is exactly why prices keep going up. 1.639 is super low. It's hyper competitive. Compared to last month, although we had less listings and less sales, the amount of decline in both listings and sales is about the same, which means that the demand curve is exactly the same. Hence, prices keep going up. Prices right now from last month, okay, so in September, are up 0.79%. Crazy. This is the type of pace that's gonna get us past $1 million in average price at the end of spring. Now, the why I say end of spring is usually the winter months are slow down, but we may not see that right now, so I'm just building a little bit of buffer in before we hit that $1 million average price point. But I do think we're gonna see a type of market that we saw in last winter for the condos in 2019, where it was crazy hot, but now we're gonna see it for the detaches now instead. Crazy, completely crazy, 180-degree turn. So I suspect we'll probably see this demand in low-rise housing continue through winter. Now, going back a little bit, since the pandemic started, the average price in GTA is up 7.05%, which included the massive drop we saw in March because of the pandemic. But if we look at the year to date as a whole, prices are actually up 15.65%, which is kind of insane. And this is why all the numbers back up the strength of the market. A lot of the average price increase is coming from the suburbs in the 905, specifically in the 905 detached, where the homes are up 1.72% from last month alone. Last month alone. This is completely unreal. All those properties in the burbs are crushing it right now, just absolutely crushing it. Every month, new record, just crazy. Since the pandemic started in March, the 905 detached prices are up $216,000 on average, or 23%. Do you see why the total GTA average prices keep going up? It's because the demand in the suburbs is so strong due to the pandemic, which is absolutely driving the market like crazy. It's just insane. So from trading every day, this is what I'm seeing the 905 for detached homes. Properties are essentially holding offers, every single one, and on offer night, we're seeing about 5 to 7 offers easily. We've had listings where we've had 100+ showings. Yes, 100+ showings. We've been to houses where we had to line up to see houses. And on offer night, we're seeing properties sell for 100 grand over asking. This is the strength of the 905 right now, specifically the exurbs, a lot of properties that are under or around $1 million. Now, obviously, if you've been following this channel as of late, you'll know that despite the low-rise housing market being so strong, The condo market, specifically in the downtown, not so much. It's kind of been the exact opposite. I've been talking about how the dichotomy of the property types as of late, and we're seeing it now, completely split. The months of inventory in downtown, instead of being low, is actually increasing. And from last month, it increased another month. It went from 3 to 4 in just 1 month alone. This means for every 4 condos that come on the market, only 1 is sold. This trend will continue as people are offloading their condos. Now, for a more in-depth analysis on why this is happening with the condo market, watch the latest podcast where I talked about the condo downtown rent apocalypse. You can do it by clicking the little eye up here in the top right hand of your screen. Now, I expect this trend to continue through the winter months. Every category of housing has increased in price except for this one right here, which is the condos in the 416. So instead of seeing an increase, we actually from last month saw a decrease of 2.63%. It's official. We are now down to an average price of $668,000, which is winter pricing of 2019. So it's not that bad, but I didn't expect the average price to come down so quickly because it takes time. So for those of you who are looking to potentially take advantage of this, this is what I'm telling everybody, including my clients. Start looking at properties right now and find what you like. There will be opportunities to find that motivated seller, and if you find it, you can start negotiating for them because the motivated seller needs to let go of their property. I've seen condos and gotten some deals done where the condo normally trades at $1,100 per square foot. They started asking $1,000 per square foot, and now they eventually sold for $950 a square foot. That's a solid 12% drop from the top. So for anyone who's been looking to get into the condo market, specifically for personal use, this is the time right now. If you want to find these deals, like I'm telling you about right now, you can reach out to me. There's a link to book a call with me. It's on the screen. Now, as more and more inventory is coming to the market, I'm going to continue believing that the downtown condo trend is going to be continuing this way for a little bit longer. Just remember, only those who are motivated to sell will actually need to sell. Anyone who's kind of made money in the condo market can probably sit on their property and ride out the rough times because they bought low, or they have, even with the lower the rents, they're able to carry the property itself. This is how we position our investor clients in the condo market. So you need to find those people who bought condos that are not positioned that way. Remember, the motivated sellers are those who are affected by the pandemic financially, or I don't know, just like freaking out and getting some bad advice. So those are the people you want to target, and that's where the opportunity is if you're looking to get into the condo market. It's not the entire condo market average prices that are coming down, although it's starting to look that way, but let's see what next month looks like. For now, let's just call that average price drop we saw in October a minor blip, but it looks like we are trending that way. So let's see how fast it is. Hopefully you found this update helpful. Until next time, your move, your future. Now that you're done watching this one, how about this one? Oh, you know what? This one's good too. Ooh, this one's really good. You know what? Just watch them both.